Recording in progress.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What are they talking about?
And everyone, it is now 6:00 p.m. on August 22nd, 2024. I'd like to welcome you all to Richland County's Administration and Finance Committee meeting. This meeting will now come to order. Madam Clerk, take the roll, please.
Pugh,
Here.
McBride, Livingston,
Here.
Weaver,
Here.
Walker.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Clerk, also like to acknowledge some of our colleagues who are not on the committee but are present this afternoon. Starting from my left, Councilwoman Shakese Newton, good evening to you. Councilwoman Allison Terracio, Councilwoman Gretchen Barron, Councilman Jason Branham, and Councilwoman Cheryl English. Good to see you all this evening. Next item on the agenda is item 2, approval of the minutes from the September 24th, 2024 meeting. Any changes, additions, or deletions? There being none, I entertain a motion.
So move, Mr. Chair. Second.
Moved to properly second. Any discussion? There being none, Madam Clerk?
Pugh,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Walker.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Next item on the agenda is item 3, adoption of the agenda. Mr. Brown, any changes, additions, or deletions?
No request to change at this time.
Okay, any changes, additions, or deletions from the body? There being none, entertain a motion.
So move, Mr. Chair.
It's moved to properly second. Any discussion? There being none, Madam Clerk?
Pugh,
Yes.
Livingston, Weaver,
Yes.
Walker.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Next item on the agenda is item 4, items for action, specifically 4A, utilities, Cedar Cove and Stony Point Phase 1 tank cleaning project. Mr. Brown?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I know you did ask whether or not we wanted any items removed, and just so that we can have clarity and track the information. This item did not have the packet information that made the deadline, so we will have a complete packet available for the next committee meeting. So we're asking for a deferral on this item until the next committee meeting.
Second?
Second.
Properly seconds, non-debatable. Madam Clerk?
Pugh,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Walker.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Item on the agenda is 4B, Community Planning and Development, Heritage Tourism Marketing Plan. Mr. Brown?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chair. If you could recognize one of our team members, Mr. John McKenzie, he's going to present this item. But in your packet, you will see that staff does have a recommendation. While you will be provided some feedback, this item, just a little bit of history, is from our conservation membership. And so this information that you're going to have is going to kind of be a continuation of the overall, if you remember, general kind of plan that the county said we kind of support. And this is kind of the next kind of steps and part of that process. So if you will recognize Mr. McKenzie, then we can move forward this item.
Mr. McKenzie, you recognize, sir.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So we're seeking approval of an award for a contract for DFS marketing to carry out the, thank you.
Yeah, there we go. There, is that better?
There you go.
Thank you.
Much better.
Yeah, we're seeking approval of a contract to DFS Marketing to carry out the plan. The marketing plan was to highlight the African American heritage sites in the county by means of a tour that was created by Historic Columbia and their marketing partners. And DFS will implement that plan by putting together the tour. It's a self-guided GPS-based tour, so once you download the app, you can travel around the county, and when you get close to one of our highlighted sites, and the list can grow in the future as we gain members to on this tour. It'll start to give you the story of the tour, some old photos, maybe even some narration of people that are associated with the site. So it's a really neat project. And of course, you've already approved the plan itself, and this is just to get the ball rolling on the implementation. Any questions for me?
Questions from the body for Mr. McKenzie? All right, you recognize Ms. Barron?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And so I stayed because I wanted to hear this project just because I've been waiting for its progress. So I'm glad to hear that it is finally moving forward to implementation. And I think it's a great teamwork and a partnership with Historic Columbia, as they have an interactive website as well with their sites, and now noting putting the two together. So I think it's a great teamwork there. My question, adding on new members does not require any action from the body. You would, after you vote to implement this process, then you all will be adding on members and engaging with the community ongoing to keep the growth moving.
That's right. Yeah, the plan was originally for 15 sites, and so we kind of based the fees on that. We've got 10 strong ones, and we expect to have more, and we'll at least start with at least 10 good sites, and we think that will grow.
Great, congrats.
Thank you so much.
Aaron, Mr. McKenzie.
Yes, sir.
So I know that with this plan, it involves an app, and you can download the app, self-guided tour. But what I'm wondering is whether or not this plan also includes, I guess, historical markers, if you will. So in other words, if I'm traversing or driving around the county and I'm on this self-guided tour, I've downloaded the app. Let's say I stop, somewhere on Hard Street, maybe near Allen University or Benedict. And, let's just say at the corner there, maybe there was, something historic that took place at that corner. Will there be a marker there? Or as, I'm driving around the county, if I reach, that specific location, the app is going to say, hey, here at this location in 1865, such and such unfolded. Does that make sense when I'm asking? Will there be like a marker there, or is it just, you are with the app? The app tells you where to stop and what happened at a specific location.
Right, there's a little of both. Like if you went to Zion Baptist Church, you'd be right in front of it, and it would tell you about the church itself. If you were going through Allen University, it might have more of a story as you drive through about the entire property and the campus. And they also have an option to add some wayfinding sites. So they said, on your way to the historic Barber House, make sure you look off to the left. This is where so-and-so used to be, or take a second to read the marker that's there. So the 15 sites will kind of be separate, but they won't be the only thing available on the tour. They'll just be these little points of interest on that map so that you didn't pass anything that was worth reading or looking up. Yeah.
Additional questions or comments from the body? Thank you, Mr. McKenzie.
Thank you.
All right, at this time, I entertain a motion.
So moved, Mr. Chair. Second.
Moved to properly second. Any discussion? There being none, Madam Clerk?
Pugh,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Walker.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Next item on the agenda is item 5A. This item is pending analysis and no action is required. Next item's 6, adjournment. Entertain a motion.
Move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Properly second. That's non-debatable. Madam Clerk?
Pugh,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Walker.
Yes.
Motion approved.
We are adjourned.